Hi everyone, I'm Alice Dong, a doctor in statistics working in the industry for over 20 years. Welcome to my Coconut Data channel. In our day-to-day life or the corporate world, it's common that we need to forecast out into the future, whether it's business revenue, sales, or even inflation. There are various statistical and data science models out there which could be used for different forecasting purposes. Today we're going to start with the easiest model that works for many applications. That's called a regression. People with no background could follow my 3 simple steps to build their first model. In this video tutorial, we're going to demonstrate how to build a regression forecasting model in Excel. Step number 1. You need to be clear in your head what's the element that you're trying to forecast and the important factors that associate with it. For instance, if you want to forecast ice cream sales, the important factor is going to be daily temperature. Step number 2. Collect historical data with respect to each element and record them in Excel. Number 3. You need to open up Excel and install an add-in called Data Analysis Tools Pack. To do so, you need to click on File on your top left corner, then click on Options at the bottom. Select Add-ins, which is the second last option. Then select the first one, Analysis Tools Pack. Hit Go at the bottom here. Now you'll be asked to select which add-in you want. So click the first one, Analysis Tools Pack, then hit OK. Now your add-in has been installed. If you click on the Data tab in the middle, you will see Data Analysis option at the top right corner. Double-click Data Analysis and scroll down, select Regression. Hit OK. Now you will be asked to configure X and Y range. Input Y range means the historical data that you collect for the element that you're trying to predict. In our example, we're trying to predict banana production using the number of fertilizers. Therefore, my input Y range is going to be the historical data for banana production. Now come to input X range is the corresponding number of fertilizers. Now you can hit OK. Here's your regression model. The most important step to look at is your p-value. A number that is less than 0.05 indicates that the variable is statistically significant to the factor that you're trying to predict. In our case, the p-value for x variable, meaning the number of fertilizers, is 0.001, which is less than 0.05. It suggests that the number of fertilizers is statistically significant in determining banana production. The second important step to look at is your coefficient. It's a mathematical way of quantifying the relationship between your predictors and the element that you're trying to forecast. So we could see intercept 5.1 and x variable 23. How do we use these two numbers to forecast? Here's an example. So the predicted number of production equals the 5.1, which is the coefficient for the intercepts, plus 23, which is the coefficient for the x variables, times the number of fertilizers. So if we use 5 fertilizers, our banana production is predicted to be 5.1 times 23 times 5, which equals 120 tons. Here's your first prediction. A positive relationship between these two factors are indicated by the coefficient that I spoke about just then, the 23 here. 23 is greater than 0, which means that As the number of fertilizers increase, the banana production is predicted to be increased. The two will move in the same direction, and vice versa. Thank you for listening. Hope this helped.